This is a rebroadcast of the Cat Smith Show from 2006. Today we have a young, energetic rock group named the McDonoughs from southern Minnesota. The group is led by a pair of 16-year-old identical twin girls, and their distinctive sound is a very tight vocal harmony. Let's go to the interview. Tell me again your names and what instruments you play and what role you play in the group.
Yo, I'm Nicole, and I like to play the guitar. I'm Alyssa. I play piano.
I'm Ellie, and I play the drums.
I'm Kyle, and I play the bass.
And who writes the material?
Mostly my sister Nick and I.
Have Ellie and Kyle contributed at all, or have they simply been meaningless slugs in all this?
Ellie. Ellie and Kyle, though they don't actually write the lyrics or the actual melody to any of the songs, they do write their own drum and bass parts.
So again, I want to find out, how did the music thing start? Alyssa, can you help me with that?
It started out when Nick and I were about 14. We decided that we really wanted to get confirmed. We felt that it was a calling from God. In our church, you need to be at least in 9th grade to get confirmed. Nick and I were only in 8th. So we begged our parish priests to allow us to get confirmed 1 year early. And the very day after we got confirmed, we started writing songs. After we started writing songs, people decided that it sounded kind of good, and one of our dreams was to be able to evangelize through our music.
Well, good. Ellie, how about you? Were you involved with this the whole time?
Dad bought me a drum set for Christmas.
What a good dad. How did you know to start writing songs, though? How does that happen? Do you just wake up one day with a melody in your head? Had you had some musical instruments hanging around the house? Nick?
I remember that morning, the day after we got confirmed, and I woke up and I just thought that I wanted to tell people what had happened to Alyssa and I during our confirmation, and I happened to have the guitar in our room, and I just started playing, and the idea came across that, what if we started writing songs? But I just had to say a quick prayer because I wasn't musical enough to do that on my own. I mean, we haven't really had piano lessons. I didn't even know how to play the guitar hardly, so I just said a quick prayer, and by the end of that day, I had all the lyrics and most of the melody for the song down. It was called Best Day. We named it that because it was the best day of our lives so far.
Well, good. With that segue, I think we'll play Best Day of Your Life, which is off the McDonough's CD, Steady Rain.
We went to church and found our seats. Initiation soon complete. Went to church and found our seat. Initiation soon complete. Got some pictures with the sponsors. Then mass started. Tears were falling, spirit calling us to be into his army. When I looked around, I saw the spirit moving like he's cruising. And the voices in the background. Bishop says, peace be with you. Now the spirit lives in you. Look, there's Justin with the band. Ted and I are hand in hand. Faces glowing, graces flowing from God's very hand. Oh, I'll never forget the day we received the Holy Spirit. On the best day of my life.
That was the best day of your life. Thanks, kids. I think it sounds great. Now tell me about your parents. What was their reaction to you guys doing music?
It was actually really cool because they were very supportive of it. I remember one Christmas I got my first electric acoustic guitar, and my brother Kyle got a bass, and also that year that's when my sister Ellie got her drum set. And then we ended up building an addition to our house, and Mom was fine with the drum set, but she did insulate our entire music room. At first, Dad, there was talk about making us go outside, but we knew we wouldn't go out there because I get cold all the time, and I knew I was never going to go to practice music outside. But really, they were very supportive of us playing inside. Mom really likes to listen to Christian rock music, and she doesn't mind having any of this stuff in her house.
So are you saying then that the parents allowed you to set up all of your instruments, keyboard or piano, guitars, bass and bass amp, a drum set, and actually just play in the front room kind of? And now I understand that you guys homeschool. Does this mean that you had a lot of time to work together on this, to practice, to work things out?
Yeah, in fact, we would even use it as a school project. That was one of our subjects, music.
Let's move on to talking about the CD, Steady Rain. Tell me how that started.
It started out with a Christmas play, our homeschool Christmas play, and we played a new song that we had written called Born Today. Friends of ours heard it. They thought it was really good. Well, they ended up recording us, liking it, working with us to change a few different things here and there, and then we recorded a CD.
You mentioned the song Born Today. Is that really what got the ball rolling for you? Did I understand that the bishop heard that song?
He didn't hear that one, but we were going to some evangelization meetings up in the cities, and he actually asked us to write the song Steady, and that's how we got the title of our CD.
Let's take a minute and listen to Steady.
Someone's in the darkness looking for the light, waiting for anyone to show them what's right. There's a lonely person looking for a friend. Lord, can I ask, who will you send? Here I am, Lord, I will help spread your light. Here I am, Lord, I will try to make things right. Here I am, Lord, help me day and night. Let me witness to all. Help me help them to love you. I know what lies ahead, but I am ready, Lord. Help me always remain in you. Steady, steady.
That was Steady from the CD, Steady Rain. Now back to our interview. Okay, so the bishop kind of heard you and he kind of liked the sound, and you went on there to sign a recording contract and actually produce the CD. And what have you been doing since the CD was released?
We have been performing concerts and stuff for the youth, or especially for confirmation candidates is what we especially like to perform for. Then we end up talking a little bit about what confirmation means to us, what confirmation is, and that kind of stuff, kind of like an educational type concert.
Can you tell us your favorite song on the CD?
My favorite song on the CD would probably be the Cookie song. Well, that one would probably be my favorite just because so many little kids have come up to me and told me how much they like the song, and it's just kind of, I've grown to like it a lot.
Now, who wrote the Cookie song?
The Cookie song, it's actually kind of funny because Alyssa and I wrote it with the help of the Holy Spirit, of course, in about 45 minutes. So it was one of those songs that was just really quick. We had just finished writing a song that took us months, and we were just really happy that finally start to work on something else again. And I just happened to have an idea about temptation, and I just thought, you know, with Mom's cookies on the counter, I would really like one, but I know that we should save them for dessert or whatever. So then we just started coming up with all these ideas.
So does anybody else have a question for the, young person, you have a question for the group today. What would be your question for this group?
I would wonder if they've had any surprises at all as to who they find liking their music. Is it all teens? What are the adults' reactions? What are the littler kids' reactions?
I've actually been really surprised because little kids and even adults really like our music. We can even get some, like the grandparents and stuff, we can get them doing the hand motions and singing along and stuff. It's great.
I'm tempted to play the Cookie song, so let's do that.
Look at that cookie sitting there. I know I can't have it, but that's no fair. No one would notice if it were gone. I could just take it, but wait, ain't that wrong? Why am I being tempted like this? Why do I want it so bad? Why can't I have what I want when I I do? Why won't that little devil just leave me alone?
That was the Cookie Song. And now back to our interview.
I want to say thank you to the McDonough family and to the McDonough group and our audience today. And why don't we end our interview with a nice round of applause.
That concludes our interview with the McDonoughs. That's all the time we have for now for the Cat Smith Show.